Effective conservation of Canada's birds in a rapidly changing world requires sound science, effective communications, and strong cross-sector partnerships, and the millions of Canadians who, like you, care about birds. Birds Canada is committed to this full-spectrum approach to helping birds, and our donors, members, and volunteers are at the heart of what makes this world possible. Birds are an essential part of the biodiversity that sustains us, and now, more than ever, their enchanting presence reminds us just how important they are to our ecosystems. As Canada's national charity for bird conservation, we are committed to providing opportunities for all bird lovers to celebrate and to protect birds.
Alors à Oiseaux Canada, nos travaux de suivi et de recherche scientifique permettent de combler des lacunes en matière de connaissances sur les oiseaux et de percer des secrets de leur migration. Ceci afin de prendre des mesures de conservation positives et efficaces. Grâce à votre aide, nous avons développé le système de surveillance phonique Motus avec plus de 400 projets et un réseau de plus de 1200 stations de radiotélémétrie dans le monde. Ce système fournit des données sur les mouvements des espèces d'oiseaux pour pouvoir mieux comprendre leurs défis et où et comment nous pouvons les aider. Votre investissement lors de l'inventaire canadien des plongeons huards depuis plus de 40 ans a permis de découvrir les impacts négatifs à long terme des activités industrielles et des changements climatiques sur nos emblématiques plongeons. Votre soutien a aussi permis de comprendre comment le niveau d'eau affecte les communautés d'oiseaux dans la région des Grands Lacs. Et grâce à vous, nous sommes fiers de mener à bien les projets d'atlas d'oiseaux nicheurs à Terre-Neuve, en Ontario et en Saskatchewan. Vous êtes des milliers de citoyens scientifiques bénévoles à faire des recensements d'oiseaux sur des millions d'hectares. Et ceci va apporter de précieux renseignements sur la distribution de ces espèces nicheuses et sur leur abondance.
Thanks to you, Birds Canada's National Data Centre now contains 140 million bird occurrence records, not to mention the 3.6 billion observation points associated with the Motus Wildlife Tracking System. These outputs and tools are being used by our conservation partners such as government, industry, and fellow conservation groups. By providing these rich data resources, we're able to influence decision-making, such as impact assessments, municipal planning, species at risk status assessments, and much, much more. With your help in the past year, we've also developed the Nature Counts app, which is being used by volunteers across Canada to enter their data for various programs, such as the Breeding Bird Atlases. We've introduced undergraduate students at several Canadian universities to the resources available to them in Nature Counts. We're proud to provide these rich data resources to support online education, new research, and to our conservation partners to the benefit of all of Canada's biodiversity.
With your support, we're working to make birding available for everyone and to help people discover birds, participate in conservation efforts, take bird-friendly actions, and advocate for meaningful change. COVID-19 meant some changes to how we conduct research and engage with our supporters. Despite the challenges in 2020, over 70,000 volunteers safely contributed 1.4 million hours of their time. We even saw a 30% growth in users of eBird Canada, with more than 28,000 eBirders entering their observations. Thank you all for your support and enthusiasm. At least 23,000 people participated in our 162 virtual presentations, with thousands more watching them online later. Topics included everything from bird ID for beginners to how to draw bird comics, and many webinars specific to our volunteer programs. In addition, a remarkable 50,000 participants from around the world attended the Great Backyard Bird Count webinar held in partnership with the Cornell Lab of Ornithology and the Audubon Society. Although there is much more work to be done, we are taking steps towards greater equality and accessibility in the North American birding and ornithological community by diversifying content, attending international panels, and encouraging participation from a broader representation of society.
With your support, we're helping to improve the conservation status of bird habitats across Canada. The grasslands of the Canadian prairies store vast amounts of carbon and are essential for endangered biodiversity. Keeping cattle on the prairies is one of the best safeguards we have against losing the remaining grasslands. In some places, we see a loss of about 4 football fields per minute. We created a handbook about the incentive programs available to Canada's landowners and ranchers across the prairies. This will help them conserve, enhance, and restore prairie habitats that they steward. We're promoting the establishment of new protected areas in Newfoundland, forest stewardship in Ontario, and management of shorebird habitat across the Bay of Fundy. We're also helping people like you to create and improve local habitat for birds with our Bird Garden website, resources, and workshops.
Le travail d'Oiseaux Canada est soutenu financièrement par de nombreux bailleurs de fonds. Le gouvernement du Canada est un partenaire majeur, tout comme plusieurs fondations, entreprises et des milliers de donateurs comme vous et comme moi. There are many reasons for hope. During this pandemic, interest in birds and in nature have grown, and that just strengthens our resolve to answer some critically important research questions and to keep driving home important conservation results for birds. We thank you so much for supporting our mission. Together, we are Canada's voice for birds.